Hey Disney fans, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to take a look at the new set of villain dolls that released by Hasbro. This was a special set. I think it's exclusive to Amazon if I remember correctly. It released about a month ago and it was a pre-order. Mine finally arrived this week. So stay tuned as we go over the box, of course, first, and then we'll get them out and see what they all look like in person, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay, so there is the front of the box. So it starts off with Maleficent. And then if you turn it, it goes to Ursula, which she's getting a lot of flack right at the moment because they made her skinny bodied. We have Vanessa in the background. We have Cruella, of course, very stylized with some artwork, and then a still from the movie. And then we have the Evil Queen from Snow White. You can see there's the old hag. And then we are back to Maleficent. So now what we're gonna do, on the top you'll see here it says Disney Villains Black and Brights collection, which I think is kind of fun. I believe this was like $68 or something like that. I can't quite remember. But I was like, yeah, you know what? Why not go ahead and give it a shot, see what it looks like. It did take over a month before it shipped, and it did arrive just a couple of days ago. So now we're gonna go ahead, get the box open, and see what the dolls look like. Okay, so I sliced the top, and yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm not impressed with this. So that's interesting. So now we'll go ahead, we'll get each one out and unwrap from the tissue paper. Okay, so you guys are going to get my honest opinion on these, and I will wait for the end for that. But first, we're just going to go over each one individually, and then at the end, I'll tell you what I think. So starting off with the Evil Queen here, she did come with a neck piece, a crown, and then shoes, which we'll get to here in just a second. She does have a red streak in her rooted hair, as well as black. Her face mold is not bad. Her screen printing is pretty cool. If you look really close in the iris, the highlight is a skull. There we go. You can kind of see that there. She has like a purpley colored eyeshadow and blood red lips, like she should, just like Snow White. Coming down to her outfit, of course, this is Hasbro, so they're just very thin material, like a nylon almost. There is screen printing on it. Of course, we have the heart and dagger, which she's known for asking the huntsman to bring back Snow White's heart. There is like a snake and poison apple design, as well as just some scrolling design there. The skirt is folded to make it look like it's two pieces, but it actually isn't, it's just one. And we see like the potion clouds, the poison apple, and then of course the green smoke from the cauldron if you go all the way down. On the back of her here, and I have her, these do not come with stands, by the way. I have her on a Disney style series stand from Hasbro. Her hair, of course, is in a ponytail. The cape is like a shiny plastic. You can see there's a slit down the center. This is just flimsy plastic. It does detach, so you can take it off. It's on here with Velcro. So if you say no cape today, the cape does come off, and then you can just have her like that. There is zero articulation in this doll. There is nothing at the elbow, nothing at the hand, nothing at the knee. It's strictly just you can raise my arms up, raise my arms down, or move my legs front or back and turn my head. That is absolutely it. So that was kind of a disappointment, I guess, if you will. Let's get to her shoes here real quick. I'm going to take her off the stand. Her shoes, as you can see here, are a black heel. I'll take one off. We can look at it a little bit better. It is just a simple black heel. We have on the back, let's see if I can get it to focus. Maybe it's like a heart and dagger. And then on the front, if I can get it to turn here, it's not big enough because it's black, as a poison apple. So that is the Evil Queen. Yep. So like I said, at the end, we will get my honest opinion on these. The dress, of course, is Velcro. You can see here with my thumb, it's just Velcro. So very easy on and off if you wanted to change the outfit on her. But there is the Evil Queen. The crown does not stay on whatsoever, so that's kind of disappointing. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, so next up is Ursula. And Ursula has probably the nicest hair out of all of them. It has streaks of purple in there. Hers actually came in a hairnet. You can see this was the hairnet that it came in. So to keep it nice, which I'm kind of surprised the other ones didn't as well, especially Cruella. You'll see what I mean here in a moment. But I do like Ursula's hair. It is pretty nice. Her face paint is fun. And again, they had a little bit of fun here with the iris. You can see there they used a little seashell like the one that is in her necklace for the highlights. She does have purpley blue eyes and purpley blue eyeshadow, so that is pretty cool. She has her signature beauty mark, her fangs, which I always thought was pretty funny in the movie. You can see them there in her smile. Coming down, Ursula's accessories were a necklace with the shell, of course, like the one in the movie, and then she also has a pair of shoes, which we'll get to here in just a second. Her outfit consists, of course, of two pieces. We have this one-piece dress in the background, you show King Trident, as well as like a seashell design, and then octopus tentacles and the suction cups on those. Coming down to her waist, she does have some big hips, which, you know, is kind of hearkening to the fact that she's a bigger character, but they really did not do that well. I think with the doll itself, she's still pretty slim. She has this overlay thing of plastic tentacles that you'll see here in a second. In the back are Velcro, so you can remove this if you wanted to. You can just see the dress, and the dress of course has tentacles and the poor unfortunate soul's eyes, which that is a pretty cool touch. I do like that. That's pretty fun. Again, no articulation in the arms, only at the neck and at the hip. So now we'll turn her around, and you can see here the back, there is the Velcro not only for the dress but also for the skirt thing that she is wearing. You can see the necklace just slides on and off around her neck there. And that is Ursula and her fun little, like her iconic scene when she sings Poor Unfortunate Souls. I do think that's pretty fun. Now let me go ahead and get her off the stand so we can take a look at her shoes. Okay, so my camera is picking these up as black. They are not, they are purple. We will take one off here. You can see it is definitely purple, and it is a octopus tentacle, which I think is really fun, and then a seashell in the back. So of course she does have two of these, one for each foot, because, you know, that'd be silly if they only give her one. I mean, you can see here they did attempt to give her a little bit thicker of a body style, but, you know, I mean, we all know Ursula and her iconic figure is not this, it's bigger. And we love her for it. So I was kind of also, along with everybody else, a little bit bummed that we didn't get the iconic Ursula that we're used to. But there is the Ursula doll. Out of the four, she's probably my favorite. So next up, we'll take a look at the next doll in the series. All right, so now we have Cruella, and Cruella is the only one who did not come with more than just shoes. I was kind of surprised by that. She just comes with shoes, no other accessories. So it is what it is. She has her iconic black and white hair. If you zoom in on her, she has that wonderful, you know, lime green eyeshadow. Her pupils are just spots, but if you think about it, what was she after? Dalmatians. Dalmatians have spots, so this is fitting for her. She has her big wide smile, her mischievous look as always, her raised eyebrow I think is fantastic. We'll get to the back of her head in just a second. You'll see what I mean by her wonderful hair. It is rooted, of course, but you know, anyhow, around her shoulders she does have this fake fur little collar. Coming down, she has her one-piece dress. These all have like a fit and flare mermaid style dress, which I think is interesting, but it works. Hers is of course half white and then half black with like a red, I don't even know what that is, like cracked glass almost, I guess. And then the plastic part for her is this weird trim at the bottom, which of course goes all the way around. So we'll spin her around here. Yeah, that's fun. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. If you lift it, if it'll let me, it's like a helmet. You can see here, you can just undo the Velcro there and the dress comes off. She has painted on red gloves. Those are not removable. Yeah. If you come down here, of course, I can leave her on the stand because her shoes are readily visible. She does have on black heels. These are all kind of like a little rubber look to them. They are kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can't get some more light on here. There we go. There, you can kind of see there's a little bit of design. Not really. It's her cars. That was hard to tell. It's her car. So it's the DeVille mobile, I guess. There's a little front grille and headlights. It's very hard to tell because, like I said, these are black and very poorly formed. In the back there is, looks like flames maybe. Oh, it's a snake. There we go. And it says DeVille. So that's kind of a nice touch. Still, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so there is Cruella. And, yeah, there's Cruella. Now we'll move on to Maleficent, the last one in the series. All right, and finally and last is Maleficent. Yep, Maleficent. So, Maleficent does not have a full head of hair. Of course, she has her horns, which we know in the movie she basically only shows her horns. I don't think we even see her hair in the cartoon. Of course, we do in the live action one, but I don't believe we do in the cartoon. So that is fitting. You know, I mean, this is what we would see in the movie. Nice texture to them. You can see little flames and dragon scales and all that kind of stuff. It is pretty cool. If we zoom in, you can see that the iris and then the pupil and then the highlight is like a fire. There's a little flame shape to it, which I think is pretty cool. She does have her pointy face and chin, which I think is great. She does have kind of that minty green color to her skin. Her also mischievous grin is there. Coming down, you'll see her outfit, of course, just like the others, is one piece. She has a flame-shaped cut collar coming down to the midsection here. It's just made to look like the thorns and the green fire and all that kind of stuff coming down all the way down. This is a true fit and flare. You have the green fire, you have purple flames, and you have the thorny vines, of course, in the movie. Now, she has these, her plastic part, I guess, if you will, are these green flames on her arms, which this is the only way to display them is by moving her arms out. They are Velcro, so they come off just like that. Again, it's just that flimsy plastic. Turning her around, you will see in the back, she has some rooted purplish colored hairs. There's purples and pinks and other colors in there too. Looks like maybe some blues. It's fun. And then of course it just goes down in the back and her dress there is cut like flames, which I think is kind of a fun touch as well. Again, these are play lines, so you know we can't expect too much. Now we will take a look at her shoes, which they too have kind of a flame motif to them. They are a dark purple. So you can see there, kind of a fun little shoe. So that is the Maleficent. And now we will get to the honest opinion. All right, so honest opinion time. Yeah, I did look these back up on Amazon to make sure I had the price right. They were $68.99 before tax. Oh, Hasbro. Yeah, I don't think these were worth the price that was paid. The lack of just, I mean, all they got were shoes, and then some of them had like a removable plastic, very thin, cheap plastic skirt or overlay. The crown doesn't even stay on Evil Queen. Her hair is a disaster. This little neck piece that's up here doesn't even stay that way. It just spins. Yeah. This just proves that not every video I do is happy-go-lucky, and I do have things that I consider not up to par. Yes, they did get individual shoes. Yes, they have, you know, outfits that are representative of the characters. There's some pretty fun touches, Ursula of course being my favorite. Yes, they are playline, but at $68.99, I guess, you know, being a special exclusive to Amazon in a collector's box, I expected a little bit more, not just $4 wrapped in tissue paper with some shoes. Yeah, it is what it is. That is my opinion, guys. I do not feel these were worth the money. I just picked up a Hasbro Princess Belle doll for my daughter from Target and their little new Disney store section. It was only $9.95, and she's better than all four of these. The hair is better, the outfit's better, the dress is better. Everything on her is better, and she was literally $10. So I'm like, this should have been at most maybe $45.99, not $68.99. So that is my opinion. Other people may have a different one. They may love these and think they're absolutely perfect and fit the price point, and that's perfectly okay. That's part of collecting. Everyone's going to have a difference of opinion, excuse me, and that's why there are so many different things on the market. You can't, of course, make something that everybody's going to love. Everyone's going to have their own take on it. So this is just mine. Yeah, Ursula's my favorite. She's pretty cool out of the four. The other three are okay. They are okay. That again is my honest review on these guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, whether or not you got them. Did you think they were worth the money that you paid? If you did, you know, or are you just passing on them simply because it's Hasbro and Hasbro's not your style? I do have the Disney style Hasbro dolls, like the Cinderella and the Elsa that just released, as well as the Cruella that just released, which I love that line. I think they're great. They're just a little more than what these are, but of course they were at a higher price point. Just $4 or like $41.99 or $39.99 depending on where you buy it. So those, you know, you get what you expect out of them. At $69 basically plus tax, it was over $70. I guess I just expected a little bit more out of these. So alrighty guys, well thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys have an extra magical day, and we will see you real soon.